Now, please welcome to the stage our guest moderator, Boyd Hilton.
Hi, thanks. Can you hear me? Good. Thanks very much for coming to this very exciting event with the current new Skins cast. Before we meet them, before I start asking them incredibly interesting questions and you start thinking of your questions, let's see an exclusive thing, which is the trail for episode 4. So tonight, episode 3 goes out at 10 o'clock on E4, and when it finishes, they'll have the trail for the following week's episodes, but we're seeing that now. So this is exclusive footage from episode 4.
He does love me.
I'm happy for you.
Do you think she knows?
How can she?
What are you two whispering about?
I think Minnie knows.
Could be friends again.
She's trying to pretend like nothing happened. What's going on here?
Everyone's having such a good time. Really would be a shame if you spoiled it.
Bomb's away. He's a psycho.
Show me how sorry you are.
Liv, that'll kill you.
Don't touch me!
Brand new Skins, Thursday at 10 on E4.
There we go. That's exciting. That's a good start. So let's bring on the cast. And first of all, we also have the director of that episode, and she also directed that episode 1, Amanda Boyle. And we have Alexander Arnold, as you've heard, plays Rich. Alexander. We have Laya Lewis, who plays Olivia. We have Will Merrick, who plays Aloe. We have Dakota Blue Richards, who plays Franky. Then there's Jessica Sula, who plays Grace. And finally, Teale, who plays Nick.
Is that my water?
That is. Have you all got water?
Yes.
Don't start bickering already, come on. Thanks for coming, everyone. So there are 2 cast members missing, but they've got like school issues and stuff like that and stuff to do.
Busy doing better things.
Not better. I thought I'd start by asking, the show's been on 2 weeks now, 3rd week tonight. How have your lives changed? Have they changed at all? Sean?
Really. Well, you don't tend to do things like this on a normal day basis, but they have changed a bit. I think I missed 6 months of my life. I didn't miss it. I gained something else, but I definitely didn't do anything for those 6 months filming. Yeah, I think that they have changed. I'm doing a lot of things that I wanted to do that I never got the chance to. So sort of building on a passion of acting and actually getting a job was probably the biggest change, being on set for 6 months with these guys.
It's a positive change.
Yeah,
it's for the best. So we had a lot of fun, and it was great getting to know new people and doing new things, so yeah.
Have you had reactions from people, in the street and people recognising you, all that? Is that happening?
No.
No? Surely.
I got it once, actually. 2 days ago, I was coming out of my house, and they're sort of on my doorstep with 2 kids, like, I don't know, maybe 13, 14, going, "That's where he lives!" I was like, it's the worst place to get. No, that's the only time.
I got at school, I don't know if anybody's seen the episode last week, I got at school walking out at break time, and there was these girls, because I go to a girls' school, but it's a girl and boys 6th form, and they were, I'm going to swear, they were chanting, killing in the name of Rage Against the Machine, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. So that's the only experience.
That was what they greeted you with. That
positive experience. Yeah, and then nice. I get the odd. I don't compromise as I go through the corridor door.
That's actually
cheeky, really.
Most of the time, to be honest, man. I just follow you around and say that to you whenever I see you.
Well,
you're just scared.
Leia, have you had any response from people?
Yeah, like I've had the random skins in the street, but that's about it. Or if someone comes over, I'm always more embarrassed than they are. I'm like, yeah. So and also everyone thinks I'm Jowl, so I get recognised for Jowl quite a lot, which is interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not Jowl.
And Dakota, I mean, you've been in stuff before. You're kind of probably the most experienced actor of the cast. But is it still life changing for you?
Yeah, I'd say I'm in a completely different place in my life now than I was 5 or 6 months ago. I don't get noticed a whole lot, probably because I have yellow hair. But I did actually have a really horrible experience on a bus the other day. Like,
Oh no.
a bunch of drunken girls like surrounded me and tried to steal like my homework. Yeah,
horrible.
which that was quite
that because
scary.
they were on Skins, or just because they were horrible?
Yeah, they were
Really?
like, oh my god, it's a girl from Skins, let's take her work and sell it on eBay. Not that you get anything for it, like an essay on religious studies is probably...
Either that or they're not doing their schoolwork very well. Just get what they can.
Yeah. What did you do? Did anyone come to your rescue? I'm
yeah.
really worried about this story.
Yeah, like I called all my friends, they came and rescued me,
Oh, good.
but yeah, no, I was a bit scared at first.
Any positive experiences? Not apart from being like attacked by groups of horrible people.
Well, nobody's really noticed me a whole lot. Like,
Really?
I don't get recognised really, and I think the
Your
people
look
in
is
my
quite
school,
different. Yeah.
the people in my school are quite like discreet about it. So most of the people who watched it didn't say anything about it. So I don't know. Maybe when the series kind of progresses, there might be more, but not yet.
What about teachers? Have they had a response?
Teachers didn't even like know my name for like the first couple of months. No,
Oh.
like I'm barely ever in the lessons because I'm always out of school working. So yeah, teachers don't really say anything about it. Although actually, one teacher had a Skins party on the first night and had all the maths department teachers round.
Okay, but you weren't invited. That was his own.
No.
Her own party. Okay, fine. Will, have you had any feedback?
Yeah, just sort of the general stuff. I get a lot of the Skins things as well. I suppose I sort of stand out. You know, you might be able to...
Yeah.
I get spotted from distances.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got a free haircut yesterday.
Oh,
actually, which was
nice.
pretty cool. You can see why it's free. Yeah, that was nice.
So the end of the cut, the hairdresser said, "Oh."
Well, the end of the cut, they said, "Do you think we could take some photos for the website?"
Oh, okay.
And I said, "Well, yeah, sure." And then they said, "Don't worry about the money then, because it's sort of a deal. We'll do." And,
That's how it works.
That's good, isn't it? You get more freebies as you get more and more famous. Yeah, that's what happened. Let's go back to the beginning then. How you got involved in it, and whether you were very aware of Skins, because obviously this is the 5th series, the 3rd cast. Was it something that you were fans of anyway in the first place? What would you say?
Yeah, I think I've always really liked Skins. It's really original.
Yeah.
Especially reintroducing the cast is such, I think, a good idea. Like, it's like a new show every 2 years, and so it appeals to a massive variety. And so yeah, I've always watched it. I first started when I was about 14, which is a bit weird to think about, but yeah.
You weren't shocked by the antics on the
No.
screen?
I mean, some of these guys' parents wouldn't even let them watch it.
Don't look at me, I'm 18, my God.
No, it was one of those things like, Mum, leave the room, Skins is coming on. It's one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who wasn't allowed to watch it then?
I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to watch it, but well, the funny thing is that all the way through my childhood, my parents were quite liberal with films and stuff. I actually learned sex through the film The Beach, watching that film.
Excellent.
That's how I knew
Really?
what sex
Sex
was. And I
underwater.
told
That's
all
how
my
you know where
friends
babies
surrounded
come
by
I told all my friends, and I got in so much trouble, with the teachers, and I'd stand by the wall. But, I think it was with Skins because I was starting comprehensive, and I think my mum was like, "Oh no, I don't want my child to grow up and do those things. No, you can't watch it." But I was always like, "Oh, what is this show? What is this risque show?" But you can't cover up the issues that Skins has. But I mean, these things have been going on such a long time. It's not it's nothing new. So
No.
I suppose it's just on TV. It's quite a shock factor.
But are any of your parents were they reluctant to? Was there anything to get involved in a show which has a reputation, I guess, for being realistic about those issues about sex and drugs and swearing?
I guess not.
I
I think
not
awful
at all,
parents,
no.
really.
I think parents need to understand. I think they were all just happy that we got a job.
Yeah.
They were happy I was
Got
doing
out,
something
got
with
a
my
job.
gap year. I think they sort of. Well, I don't know. I'm sort of speaking on other people's parents' behalf, which is wrong. But my parents were certainly just happy that I got it. They knew that sort of part and parcel of the job is doing these sort of risque scenes that have drugs and that have sex and whatever parties that you can imagine. So. But they have to know that it comes hand in hand. You can't do Skins and not get your clothes off.
But maybe, that makes it even more of a challenge being in a show like this to tackle those scenes and actually make them look good. So I guess in that sense, my mum was even more proud of me for actually being able to pull off, like, you know, an awesome sex scene, perhaps.
And you do have quite a few sex scenes, having
just
watched
a couple.
episode four is quite, which is your episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you have quite a lot of stuff to do, shall we say?
Stuff
to do. That's a euphemism.
People to do.
Yeah, there's a bit, but I mean, I kind of I was auditioning for Liv from the beginning, so I prepared myself for the worst because I knew what kind of character she was going to be, and I think it's amazing to play someone like that because I'm nothing like that in real life. But no, it was to pull it off was really, like, you know, a really good, like, a big achievement.
And let's bring in Amanda, the director of that episode. So even though you guys haven't seen it yet, but it is your episode, and it's kind of a little bit about a young woman who does have quite a lot of sex. Let's be honest. That's part of the story. That's part of the theme. And is it difficult having to deal with all of that? Or, you know, in terms of rules and regulations and what you should show and what you shouldn't show and all of that.
Yeah, it's kind of we talked a lot about how it'd be choreographed, and we also worked with a body double as well, a male body double, and I'd never done a sex scene before either, so we were all very open.
Sex scene virgins.
Exactly. So we kind of met beforehand and went, how are we going to do this? And then it was very much sort of, it's choreographed. It's kind of.
And you're made with, like, everyone on set is made to feel so comfortable because, I mean, even if it's awkward for me, it's awkward probably for crew as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Just getting used to each other. But I was so comfortable doing it, and it's turned out well, I hope.
By the end, we got very close.
Did you say you're involved?
Sounds really sick.
The crew were great about it. By the end, it's all just sort of jokes and laughs. We've seen each other sort of in and out for 6 months non-stop. So it's sort of just do your sex scene, have your sex, let's get on. I want to go home.
Let's not go there.
It's that kind of thing.